My soul bows to you. Namaskar. Namaskar everyone, and welcome to day 13 of our 21-day meditation series. We are on the subject of Pranayama, which is energy mastery. Nothing moves without prana. Senses are powered by prana. If there is no prana, senses cannot operate. Mind cannot operate. Body cannot survive. So prana is that essential energy that drives existence. If you can really learn to manage prana, you begin to manage the energy experiences in the consciousness. Of course, energy experiences are transitory, illusionary. It's the energies of play. But if you become aware of the energies of this play, of illusion, and we can master it, we can have the most wonderful experience of this illusion, because we can master the illusion. What is required in the experience is opening up the consciousness to beyond the body consciousness, that you may experience the subtle world of prana, of energy, in the consciousness. It is that subtle field of prana that creates everything, creates soul identity, soul's operation in the body. Soul meaning subtle body. The body of light that interpenetrates this physical body. Now we have spoken in the multidimensionality of 7 chakras within us. And those 7 chakras are centers of consciousness at every level of being. When we are able to focus on these chakra points, then we can feel the consciousness of the particular area, and we can feel the energy that's associated with the area. Even though you may not be so much chakra conscious, but you're already having the experiences, because the energy of every area is subtle and also associated with the gross body. So in today's session, we are going to go to the specific chakra areas, open up to the consciousness of those particular areas, and learn how to observe the experience of that area and how to manage the prana of that area. Now, the moment you become prana aware, this whole experience becomes fascinating. And then if you have the curiosity of a genuine seeker, it becomes an adventure in the consciousness space. That is the yoga that I followed. Siddha Yoga or Maha Yoga or Sahaja Yoga. It is the yoga of the energy in the consciousness. And the spontaneous awakening of that consciousness of energy and the ascension of that energy across the chakras, opening up the consciousness, bringing about evolution in consciousness. And not only that, the ability to integrate that consciousness with the energy field in the experience of self-mastery, mastering the illusion. So we want to be well. In this energy experience, we want to be well. In this illusionary experience, we want to stay well because we are captured in the illusion, but we want to stay well in that experience. Of course, body is not permanent. Body is going to be challenging. That's part of the human experience, the experience of change. But we need to master change. So the mind, which we experience, at the chakra between the eyebrows, by focusing there, it's not at the front of the eyes, here at the eyebrow. It is inside of the brain. And when you focus on the medulla point at the back, and you focus on the third eye center, or the center of the eyebrows, you have a chance to feel that center inside of your brain. And the more you practice, and the more you open your awareness without conditioning and belief systems of the past, you will have a chance to experience that center. So the mind, as I said before, is the most powerful part of you, and you need to experience the energy of prana of the mind. And the mind is associated with the lower centers, the centers lower to the brow. And in that experience, it's associated with a particular part of the body: throat area, heart area, gut area, sexual area, root area. Root meaning physicality, earth consciousness. So by taking your attention with the mind to these chakra areas, you have a chance to experience the energy of the particular area and the consciousness related to that area. So this part of the mind that is associated with the senses is called manas. Manas is the mental function that is associated with the consciousness. The one that does the discrimination, reasoning part of the mind, function of the mind, is called the buddhi, intellectual part of the mind. Discriminating part of the mind. So in your meditation, you need to be able to apply that buddhi, that reasoning power, that discriminating power to observe. It's the power of intelligence. And reason. And we need, if we want complete balance, complete mastery of the energies in the human experience, we need to take the mind to these areas. Now, every chakra is an energy center. So at a chakra, you are able to tap into the powerful energy of your source being. That's infinite energy. And at every chakra, you have what we call nadis, or nerve channels, going to the particular area that the chakra is influencing. So when you breathe into those areas, and you open up the consciousness to the whole of area, then you are energizing the entire area with prana, life force. When prana enters that particular area, it energizes the cells and boosts the nervous system. The nerve cells firing there. So you feel strong nerves and you feel more wellness in the particular area. So you have the root center, and that's connected to the physicality, to the bones and joints and the physical part of you. The blood, the flesh. And you have the sacral center that is connected to the reproductive area. And you have the gut center, it's connected to the gut. And you have the heart center, it's connected to the nervous system of the chest and also to the function of breathing and heart beating. And you have throat center, it's connected to the thyroid there, it's connected to the energy of speaking, energy of listening. So in each area, if you take your attention there, you can be more conscious of the operation of that area. And you can create more wellness there by keeping the consciousness there and by breathing into it, because it is a center from which nadis diverge into the particular area, energizing the area. Now, if the prana is out of balance in this area, and if the consciousness is low, you never have the optimal experience, the full experience of the area, nor would you have the mastery of the energy of the area. So you can experience the downside, the ill effects of these centers. And then if you're operating just with mediocrity, then you experience some of the power of it. And when you really tap into the energies of these centers, you can experience more wellness in every area. So in today's session, we are going to go to these individual areas, or chakras. And we are going to bring the prana there. Keep the consciousness there, and bring the prana there. Because the mind is associated with that center. And we can breathe the prana into that center. I said yesterday that we can breathe the prana through Ida Pingala to each chakra. So when you breathe, you bring oxygen to the lungs, but you bring prana to every chakra. So you can breathe into the root area, energizing the area with prana. You can breathe into the sacral area, to the navel area, to the heart area, to the throat area. And you can breathe in to the brain. So let's begin our practice today to familiarize ourselves with these different levels of being. And we can observe how the mind becomes uplifted in the whole experience as we bring balance to the prana in those areas. The senses come alive. The consciousness of the elements are stronger. We are able to tap into the source energy of the chakra area, and we are able to channel energy through those nadis into the body, into the human experience. Fascinating. Join me in the practice. So let's come into present moment awareness. Of course, remember body like a yantra. So you want to maintain symmetry of form, management of posture. Posture must be comfortable and steady. Now try to remain completely alert. First, I want you to visit with your mind. Just take your mind to every center. So go to the throat and just create awareness, throat awareness of listening, of silence, of space. That's throat awareness. Just bring your attention there. And observe mind now associated with throat. Let the breathing happen naturally. The focus is mind. Then take your attention into the chest area. Just focus at the center of chest. And open up to the consciousness of the hands and touch. Open up to the consciousness of the air element in the lungs and around the skin. and feeling in the body. And then take your consciousness down to the navel in the awareness of fire element, fire of digestion, the fire in every cell as the burnt fuel to create heat. The fiery power of vitality in the body. Stay conscious and go down to the sacral area. Just be aware of sexual power in the body and the reproductive area. Just holding the cells lovingly in your consciousness and go right onto the root so you can feel the perineum in your consciousness. So this is bringing the centers in your awareness, and then hold total body awareness, spinal column awareness, third eye center, brow awareness. Just stay aware. Learn to stay in the present moment with all of you. Let breath happen normally. The focus is on mind and mind power. This is a very powerful exercise by itself, of just holding all of you in the mind. That's also a prana experience. You're held in the field of mental prana. And the more present moment the mind is, the more focused you are, the more centered you are in the pranic field of the mind. And the more expansive your consciousness is. As you hold the body, you can have a marvelous experience of the mental field of prana. You're using attention and you're using intention. The intention to hold the body continuously in the field of the mind, in a field of observation, silence. And now hold the consciousness just of well-being. Hold the consciousness of well-being. Now we will see the effect of prana. Let's begin by focusing on the third eye center, on the medulla point at the back of the neck, and with firm focus, breathe into that point at the center of the eyebrows. Conscious of the prana that you're drawing into the brain. Recharging the nadis that fire up the brain or revitalizes the brain. Just brain recharging. Let the mind hold the field. In the dynamics of breathing, you want a rhythmic breath. You want the pace of breathing to be comfortable, yet firm and effective. You want expansive consciousness because you want to observe what is happening, how the body is being recharged, how the brain is being recharged. And you want to give attention to the energy of the chakra as you begin to feel the power that you are tapping into, the center of eyebrow power, This is actually a subtle energy, a very powerful pranic energy that keeps the mind focused and keeps you centered in that expansive consciousness of your source being. For some of you, if you feel that your mind is becoming a little scattered, just hold the neck firmly as you breathe. So you want to maintain a firm posture. If you do, when you hold the body under control, hold it firmly, little tension. Moving the breath with firmness, you have a chance to experience a chakra even more. That means you're increasing your rajas energy, your dynamic energy. This is the most powerful part of you. This is the Guru Chakra within you, the chakra of self-mastery. Every student of energy or yoga needs to understand this. This is aligning to the divine through the mind. And now we're going to look at the mind's association now with the other chakras. The goal is the mind harmonizing with the chakras and channeling energy into the area. So let's come into the throat. Still centered in the mind. Still feeling that brow center connection. Breathe into the throat area. Throat brings the consciousness of space. Space that holds the body. Space of the mind. And space that surrounds you. The consciousness of inner and outer space. Expansive awareness. Throat brings silence, deeper power of observation and listening. Observe the influence it has in the mental field. This is the element of space. So you're learning how to associate the mind with the expansive field of space. Now every chakra point connects you to the infinite. Through the mind. And with that consciousness of space, expansiveness, let's go to the heart. Now we are coming more into the body. As you come into the heart, give attention to the touch, to the skin, to the lungs. And breathe into the chest. Remember, every energy center is a center from where energy flows into the nadis of the particular area. So as you breathe into the chest, observe the effect on the organs of the area. Observe the effect on the breathing, and observe the effect on the feeling. You're more conscious of feelings. So you can lengthen the breath here. Open up to the sense of touch. to the consciousness of air element, and to the well-being of the organs in the area as you bring prana into the area, energizing the organs in the area, heart, lungs, skin, and then be in gratitude for the air that you breathe as you become conscious of air in the body around you, and you experience that air with the touch around you. And the consciousness here is emotional consciousness, loving consciousness. So observe what it does to the mind and to your meditation. There's well-being in the body, silence in the mind, and nerves become more soothed, and energized, more calm and energized. Now these upper centers hold you strongly in your subtle body awareness. So here you are tapping into the subtle body, to the pranic field, and building the energies using the heart, the throat, the brow. Very powerful centers, energy centers in your subtle energy body. For those of you who are still striving to come into subtle awareness, give attention to the physicality and go deeper into it with a silent mind. Just go to the area that I'm speaking about. And the deeper experience will come to you as you give more attention to the area. You stay with the breath. And at some point you'll begin to feel the deepening in the consciousness and the awareness of the energy. And now let's go to the navel area. Breathe the prana into the navel. And here you come into greater vitality of the body. You come into the dynamic core of the physical body. So your physicality now becomes heightened. And the core power of the body is experienced, God power. You extend the breath even more there. And remember, if you breathe out completely using the gut power, you're able to breathe in completely, recharging the gut area with prana. So push the breath out first, and then draw the breath in. So stay in full gut breathing. Gentle, well-paced breathing. So it's under your control. Very conscious breathing. And to fully breathe out, you need to breathe out right down, emptying the belly and going down to the root in the perineum area. So open up the perineum consciousness in order to have very effective belly breathing. Breathe, empty the gut, empty the belly. You're emptying the lungs there with belly action. Contract the belly fully. And as you do, take the attention right down to the perineum as you breathe out completely. And when you breathe in, hold the perineum firm, open up the belly. The focus here is on the gut. So you want to capture that gut area from way down to the lowest point, that you can begin to inflate the gut area. Right up to the beginning of the rib cage. So you want to fill that area completely in belly breathing. One more time. Follow this instruction. You go right down to the root and begin to open up the belly from there. Fill the belly gradually until you can feel the fullness below the rib cage. So the entire solar plexus area is in recharge. Root center gives you grounding in the body firmly, holding the body firmly. And belly breathing allows you to recharge the gut. This is a very powerful recharge because body becomes recharged and mind is associated with gut power, gut brain. This brings stability to the emotional area as well. It makes you less nervous, less irritable. Makes you more confident and more strong in your nervous power, strong nerves. So in all of these, the brow center is involved because focus is involved, concentration is involved, mind power is involved, attention is involved. So mind is being influenced and also empowering the area. Mind is influenced by the vitality of the area, the strength of the area, the energy of the area. Its association with the area. So now you should feel a strong grounding power in the body. And here's where you can begin to tap into the second chakra, the sexual chakra. You breathe into there with strong grounding, connecting to the belly, to the heart, to the brow. So you breathe from that second chakra with a strong grounding in the root, right up with spinal column awareness, to the heart and to the brow. And breathe down to the sacral chakra again. Rhythmic breath. Pushing the breath out, pulling the breath in. Now the breathing system has gotten good exercise. Your respiratory muscles, and your physical being will feel the joy of the vital energy of the sacral chakra, in addition to the firepower of the navel. So here you've come into the grounding power of the root. The energizing power of the sacral chakra. Revitalizing energy. The firepower of the gut. The emotional power of the heart and its nourishing energy in the area. And you have the spaciousness of the throat, silence, listening. And you have the brow power. So the mind now is in association with the energy of the particular chakras. And because you work the prana in every area in balance, there should be a balanced feeling in your energy awareness. There should be more peacefulness in the breath, more flow in the breath. And this allows you to see if there are any weaknesses within your energy being that compromise your well-being. If you feel the prana is obstructed in the gut, or in the heart, or in the throat, or in the brow, when you breathe you do not feel a free flow of prana, or in the sacral area, you know that you have work to do there. With the consciousness, with the energy of the breath. And with the consciousness I mean being aware of the energy limitations in the consciousness of the area. And trying to open up the consciousness to the free flow of energy. Now you're well grounded. You should be in a greater state of balance, greater observation of your total well-being, and you should mentally note the areas that you need to focus upon. Now we'll conclude our meditation with affirmation. I center my consciousness in the source of my being as I prepare for a new day, aligned to the source of all power within me, and aware of every level of being. Today I strive to stay in the awareness of every level of being, to keep my consciousness there and my breath there as I need to, that I may tap into the most powerful energies of my being at every level, in order to manifest those nobly in the human experience. Every thought, every action, every word inspired by that sacred space inside of me. I give thanks for all the blessings I've received. I bow to all the masters of the light who support my journey. I'm in gratitude. And I bow to the Supreme One in whom I exist. Om, peace, peace, peace. So you'll realize today how important practice is. To master anything, or to even know it better, we need to continuously contemplate and practice. There is no other way that we can go deep into the consciousness, become more aware of the energies that pervade our existence, and learning how to master them. For me, it's an exciting experience that every day I can use these teachings and practices to fire up my day, to make a difference. So let's continue to use every part of us, consciousness field, the energetics in the field, and the power to master those energies. The power of discrimination, the power of will, the power of action. So this is the end of day 13. We'll look forward to tomorrow's session. Have a day of excellent practice. My soul bows to you. Namaskar.